Hey guys, and welcome to Dubai. Dubai is a city and an emirate in the United Arab Emirates, known for luxury shopping, ultra-modern architecture, and sandy beaches. Dubai was turned from a desert backwater into one of the world's most futuristic cities in less than 50 years. Where is Dubai located? In the eastern part of the Arabian Peninsula, on the coast of the Persian Gulf. The city is growing so fast, I was actually visiting it back in 1995 with my dad, and when I came here for the second time, I couldn't recognize anything. My first impression was that the city is just so overwhelming. Different parts of the city are just so spread out, and it's not clear how to get from one place to another. First of all, let's point out some cultural aspects. Although Dubai is the most liberal of the 7 emirates, it is still an Arab emirate and much of its culture is influenced by Islam. Criticizing the royal family, local laws, or the country in general will probably get you in trouble. Drinking in public or just being intoxicated in public is also against the law. When visiting public places, you gotta follow a certain dress code. Make sure you cover your shoulders and knees. Also, no kissing or hugging in public. You will hear a call to the prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are, outside, in a mall, or at a business meeting. Filming people is basically illegal. You gotta ask for their permission first. Coffee good? The population of the city is 3.3 million people, and every year it increases by 170,000 people. You might be surprised, but the locals, or Emiratis, only make up about 10% of the population. Looking at all the luxury of Dubai, it might seem that everyone must be pretty wealthy around here, which is often the case for locals and some high-skilled expatriates coming from countries like the US, UK, and Canada. But it's a completely different story for the construction workers and the taxi drivers that come from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Nigeria, Egypt, and other countries, who only average about $600 or $700 a month.
Hello. Hi everyone. I'm Nazmul. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm in Dubai taxi.
What's your name?
My name is Sher Muhammad.
Where do you come from?
Pakistan, Peshawar.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
They don't live in fancy neighborhoods. Rather, they live in communities such as this one. They can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here to make some money and send it back to their home country. I want to mention this guy. He's from Egypt. He saw us on the subway trying to figure out how to get to a certain place, and he came to our rescue. He took us all the way to the destination and then even stopped to buy us some cold drinks, which was very nice of him. None of those people had plans to stay here longer than they needed to, because UAE citizenship is almost impossible to obtain. Even if you're born here, it doesn't change anything unless one of your parents is an Emirati. Just imagine a situation, say a young couple that comes from Egypt comes to live and work in Dubai. They give birth to a child who grows up, gets their education here, gets a job afterwards, and continues living in Dubai, thinking that Dubai is their home. Then that person's working visa is not extended for whatever reason, and they're told, go home. Go home where, they ask. Go home to Egypt, where that person had never been in their lifetime. In Dubai, the number of men exceeds that of women by more than double. There's about 2.5 males for every female. Today, less than 5% of the Emirates' revenue comes from oil. Instead, the economy relies on trade, tourism, aviation, financial services, and real estate. Tourism is doing well. Dubai is the 4th most visited city in the world. The city had 15 million overnight visitors in 2016. But the real estate situation is another story. Those who want to invest in Dubai have to keep an eye on the market. Several years ago, Dubai already found itself in a difficult situation when it needed a $20 billion bailout from its oil-rich neighbor, Abu Dhabi, to escape a debt crisis caused by collapsing property prices. Since 2014, residential property prices have dropped by more than 15% and are still falling. The housing market remains oversupplied, and looking at all the ongoing projects, I get a feeling that it might stay this way for a while. At the same time, they're expecting the city population to double by 2027. Everyone's betting on Expo 2020 to turn things around, for which Dubai is ready to spend $8 billion on infrastructure. Dubai has always been an attractive place to run a business for yet another reason: zero taxes. But in 2018, the government implemented value-added tax VAT at a rate of 5%. Not too bad, but it's not zero anymore. Dubai is in the desert and it's hot. Summer days can be as hot as 50 Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit, and it's sunny throughout the year. It is hotter here than in Phoenix, Arizona, so you get the picture. Even the taxi drivers from Egypt that I talked to said that in the summertime it's hotter here than it is in Egypt. It's in the desert, so water supply is a major challenge. Close to 99% of potable drinking water in Dubai comes from desalination plants. Just imagine how many cubic meters of water they need every day for the city. In this part of the world, you know a city is wealthy when it has a lot of green parks and gardens and palm trees. You know Dubai is located in the desert, so it takes a lot of water to keep it all green and nice. Everywhere you will see some water systems and some hoses. Look at these flowers. There are hoses everywhere. Now you can't have too much fur, and when it's 50 outside, I mean, you gotta keep it short, right? Dubai is not very walkable, so you'll have to be relying on public transportation to get you around, but most people just prefer to use taxis. Dubai is jam-packed with things that are designed to be the biggest or the most extravagant in the world. It has this attitude of nothing is impossible. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. It's an 830-meter tall tower that dominates the skyscraper-filled skyline. By the way, Burj in Arabic means a building. While without a doubt it's a true masterpiece, it might be just a little bit of an overrated site for tourists. Do you really want to waste 2 or 3 hours in line just to see the city from above? I decided to pass on the idea because you can admire the building from outside for free. But did you know they're already building a taller building? It's called Dubai Creek Tower, and it will be at least 100 meters taller than Burj Khalifa. Dubai has the world's largest flower garden, Dubai Miracle Garden. The garden has a total of 45 million flowers. So nice to find yourself in this beautiful area and take a break from the busy city. We are in the beautiful Miracle Garden in Dubai, and it seems like it's everything they've been lacking. All the greenery and all the different kinds of flowers. Dubai is basically a desert, and over here you feel like you're in Thailand, and it's just a wonderful place, and you should definitely visit that if you're in Dubai. During the summer months, the garden stays closed for obvious reasons. It's too hot. Oh, sorry about that. Man, sorry, I didn't see that, kid. Where do you find the best roads in the world? For 5 years in a row, the Emirates had been #1 when it came to quality of roads, according to Global Economy. And of course, if you have some super roads, you need some supercars, right? Hey. They have bus stops with air conditioning. They call them air-conditioned bus shelters, and there's more than 1,000 of them right now in the city. Dubai has the world's longest fully automated metro system, where all trains run without drivers. Most of it above the ground. They have 2 lines, a green line and a red line. The red line goes along the main Dubai street, Sheikh Zayed Highway. There are 3 different classes of service: silver class, women and children only, and gold class. A ticket to the gold class is 2 times more expensive than usual. The best thing about it is it doesn't get crowded during rush hours. Public transportation in Dubai is pretty convenient, and the best way is to get a no card, which is good for subway, it's good for bus. The only thing it's not good for is monorail, which you have to pay separately. Dubai is also known for one of the most ambitious engineering structures of our time: an artificial palm tree archipelago, Palm Jumeirah, which added nearly 50 miles to the coastline. We are on the famous artificial island, the Palm.
And over there you see the wave breaker, which goes around the island and it protects it from strong winds and strong waves up to 4 meters high.
Atlantis de Palm is a luxury hotel resort located at the apex of the Palm Jumeirah. Among other things, it has Aquaventure Water Park and the Lost Chambers Aquarium that is home to 65,000 marine animals.
Hi, where you guys from?
From Sweden. Hello, Russia.
Welcome to Dubai.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
There's another Atlantis on the way. It's a $1.4 billion Royal Atlantis that is expected to be opened in 2020. You can travel the Palm Island on monorail, which is an entertainment by itself.
There are many means of transportation in Dubai. One of them is monorail. The ticket is very pricey. It's $5.5 one way. So let's take a look at what it's like on the inside.